As it stands today, we may be witnessing the most dominant pitching season in MLB history, and that of course is by Jacob deGrom, the guy with 2 Cy Young Awards, a Rookie of the Year, a 3-time All-Star, and the guy that currently holds a 0.50 ERA in 2021. The only comparable pitching season of the last 50 years would be Pedro Martinez in 1999, who pitched to a 2.07 ERA and 13.2 strikeouts per 9 during the height of the steroid era and in the AL, which is very impressive. We all knew Jacob deGrom was great coming into this year, but somehow the best pitcher in baseball got even better over the winter. Most notably, his velocity has kicked up in just about every season of his career, which is strange considering he's now 33 years old. You would think that in his younger days he'd be throwing harder, but it's actually the opposite. For a comparison, deGrom threw 94.2 miles per hour on his fastball per average during his rookie season as a 26-year-old back in 2014. Now though, in 2021 at the age of 32 and 33, his fastball is averaged at 99.2 miles per hour, jumping up a whole 5 miles per hour during those 8 seasons. Maybe it's his mechanics that are doing it, maybe it's the changing of the baseball, or maybe the guy does not age, I don't know. Anyway, as it stands today, deGrom is 7-2 with a .50 ERA, a .51 whip, and a whopping 14.6 strikeouts per 9 innings. For the advanced numbers and analytics people out there, deGrom ranks in the top 1% in expected batting average against, expected slugging percentage against, WOBA, and expected WOBA. So if there was ever a thought that this could be a fluke or that he's overperforming, his advanced numbers say otherwise. It's also really hard to think of a pitcher that has his velocity level and control at the same time. We went over his velocity earlier, but deGrom also issues 1.3 base on balls per 9, which is a personal career best for him. One of the crazier stats out there, and I'm sure some of you guys heard about this as well, is that deGrom has allowed 4 earned runs while on the mound this year, but as a hitter has driven in 6 runs. So basically, the man has pitched way more innings than he has at bats, but somehow has driven in more runs than he has allowed as a pitcher. And this is a guy that maybe gets 2 or 3 at-bats every 5th game, not Shohei Ohtani that plays the outfield and DHs on the days he's not pitching, so to get 6 RBIs and have that be more runs than you're allowing as a pitcher is incredible. He's also batting a cool .407 at the moment, which adds to the greatness this guy is displaying this year. As a baseball fan that appreciates dominant pitching, I want to see deGrom stay healthy, and of course having him take at-bats is not going to help that, but of course the universal DH will not be here until next year most likely. And while I am a Yankee fan that appreciates watching Garrett Cole and pinstripes, I'm not afraid to admit when players on other teams are great. But deGrom is more than great. This is historic. He's also yielding a 113 batting average to opponents this year, which is 1 point higher than the batting average by all pitchers this year, which is another jaw-dropping stat. Now, while he's been great to watch this year, there have been a couple injury scares in recent weeks. He did spend some time on the IL in early May, remember, but if he's able to stay healthy and get 28 to 30 starts before the year ends, he may put together the greatest pitching season in MLB history, and I don't know about you guys, but that's exciting stuff to me. I enjoy myself some home runs and high-scoring games, of course, but there's nothing more I appreciate in baseball than a pitcher who dominates the competition each time he's on the rubber. As the Mets still stand in first place, and having deGrom healthy for what they hope is a deep playoff run should be priority number 1, but I do hope he's past all the small injuries from here on out. And with the way Marcus Stroman and even Taijuan Walker are pitching, and eventually maybe Noah Syndergaard rejoins them, this can be a scary top 4 in October if they get there. That'll do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, then leave a like and subscribe. If you want more MLB content, let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
And he finally goes down swinging.